It is said that a kingdom is as strong as its king. And guys, similarly, an institute is as strong as its administrators. Same goes true for the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, who has strong administrators, who has strong central council members as well as regional council members. A very good morning, guys, and welcome to yet another episode of Commerce, Not a Big Deal, where I, CACS CMA Nikhil Gupta, invite many people from commerce background who have made it big in life to inspire you, to motivate you that yes, commerce is not a second option, but it is definitely today the first option. So today I have with me RCM, Regional Council Member of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, Manish Kandpal sir. So Manish Kandpal sir had contested elections from the NIRC and has won with maximum number of votes, sir. So first of all, congratulations, sir, for such a huge victory.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
To tell you a brief about Manish sir, guys, Manish sir is a practicing cost accountant. He's into practice for over 10 years, almost a decade now. Manish sir is a regional council member of NIRC for the term 2019 to 23. He has been invited as speaker on various forums on subjects like costing, valuation, ledger scrutiny, financial analysis, fraud investigation, taxation, etc. He has played a pivotal role in organizing the Cost Summit, the Global Cost Summit 2020, where guys, more than 1500 cost accountants across the country gathered together in Delhi, and it was a huge success. So, Manish sir, we would not stop counting your accomplishments. My entire channel is really happy. Today we are really happy to have you on my channel, and all the students are really excited to see you today. Sir, thank you so much for taking out time for this interview where we'll be discussing some things about students and relating to the profession.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for inviting me in this channel, YouTube channel.
Sir, my first and direct question to you would be, 15 months articleship is already on floor. We are yet to see the students who will be doing it, and probably in 2021 would be the first year where 15 months articleship would be formally launched for the students. So what is the thought process behind this practical training, and what benefits do you envisage when this 15 months will be actually put on floor?
Well, Nikhil, I think it was the long pending demand from the members and students that with the theoretical, the knowledge, the professional like cost and management accountant should have the sufficient amount of practical exposure as well. So it was a long pending demand, and I think I would like to congratulate to the current president, Mr. Balwinder Singh, CMA Balwinder sir, who actually take this agenda into the consideration. And I believe this is the decision like anything. And this is going to be a very good for the upcoming generation of the CMA fraternity. So, a very good decision, I believe.
Absolutely, guys. So, I have been saying this all through. I definitely support this move along with the RCMs and CCMs because I have myself experienced longer the period of duration of articleship, better will be your chances of getting through campus placements and getting through higher degrees and higher levels in your corporate life. So, sir, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, and I'm sure all the viewers are right now thanking you for taking such a big step. Sir, one more question relating to this 15 months practical training. So, the turnover which has been decided is 50 lakhs. So, sir, what was the thought process behind this turnover, and can we in future see this turnover reducing a bit, because it will be benefited if the turnover is reduced, then probably more opportunities may be there for practical training?
Well, a very relevant question, I believe. But my answer would be on this particular question because all the professionals have their own area of expertise, right? Some of people are in the financial accounting, and some are in the the secretarial area. We are in the management accounting. So I believe this management accounting is more something. It is analytical things, right? So we believe that the cost and management accountants who are working, in the organizations and all these things, they should be well trained in the, the management accounting in the analytical parts.
Right.
So I believe that the organization having the turnover up to rupees, the 50 lakh.
And
So
1
they
crore.
are, yes. So they are basically, the at the initial stage, they are
Right,
struggling to
right.
grow.
Right.
So I believe that all these organizations are more focused on adding their customers in their, the books
Portfolio.
of accounts and portfolio. So they are not very much concerned about the key areas, what is happening, what analysis and all these things, right? Where the cost can be avoided, what are the things, means how the political impact can change their decision, how the geographical impact can be in their management decision, and if they change their vendor, if they change their supplier, how it is going to impact on their business.
Yes,
So I
yes.
think these all analytical parts, I think we have to set a particular amount of turnover so that the students of the cost and management accountants can get the relevant part of the training. So maintaining the quality of training is more important for the profession. So that was the reason that we have set a particular amount of turnover. So that is the reason, sir.
So guys, a pretty much thought through turnover which has been given to all of you. It's not an arbitrary figure which has come out randomly from some CCM's or RCM's mind. It is not a random figure. A very thought out decision which has been taken. 50 lakhs has been taken so that quality of training can be maintained. And I guess we should respect this turnover and we should respect the threshold limits which has been decided by the Central Council and regional councils for us. Undoubtedly, sir, there are struggles surrounding trainings because students are not getting adequate opportunity for trainings. But the point is, guys, even if you get training and you get lower level of training or you are not trained in the right direction, that would also be of no use.
And one more thing, Nikhil, I want to say that so many people are thinking that the training is going to be, the 15 months. So how they will get the training from others. So I believe that the structure is like that you need not to get your training from the cost accounting firms only. You can go to any of the organization, right? You can have your industrial training. And in fact, we have MOUs with so many companies to get the training our CMA students. So I don't think that there is anything means the students need not to think that they are not going to get any amount of training. But I think this is going to be a very good thing for the new generation.
Perfect, guys. So yes, as I always say, future is bright and future is glorious. Because after advent of 15 months of practical training, definitely, guys, I can vouch for it that your prospects in campus will increase and your future growth prospect will definitely increase. So, sir, talking about campus placements, how do you see campus placements growing for CMA fraternity?
Well, if I see, if I analysis the data of some of the last attempts, I can see a very drastic change in the campus placement of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. And in fact, this is my personal belief that this is the profession which has made a drastic change. Means even in comparison of, I believe that in any of the profession in India, what the changes we have made. Because if you see, I have some of the figures. If you see the December 18, what the our placement, the placement department has issued a report, released a report on this placement. So we have seen that around 50 companies have came up for the campus placement. And the companies like, the Maharatna company, Navratna company, Fortune 500 companies you can see over there. So I think there's no question of the campus placement. This is very good, and Institute is doing very good in this particular area. And one thing which is point to be, the noted, what we have to notice, that not only after 6 months, but if you see, the institute is conducting the campus placement, the extended campus placement. The institute is conducting the, the winter campus. You can see, in fact, some of the companies were today the campus placement was there in the institute. So many companies in the winter placement, some of the companies are coming in the extended. So we are working continuously. It is not like that every 6 months we have to conduct the campus placement. Wherever we are getting the opportunities, we are conducting the campus, and huge companies are coming. In fact, the highest package we can see in the past, the around 19-20 lakh, and the average salary was around 7 to 8. So this is, I think, a very good thing which is happening with this profession.
Absolutely. And I second Manish sir's view, guys, because I have seen my students getting selected at a package of 14 lakhs in the past examinations,
Correct,
in the past attempt.
Correct.
And I have seen numerous cases where CMA finance students have got 8 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees, 12 lakh rupees salary.
Correct, sir.
From big MNCs, PSUs, Navratnas, Maharatnas, all of them. But sir, I have seen one important thing which I think I would like to tell my subscribers, guys. Just getting a degree will not ensure job for you. You as a person has to evolve.
Perfect. In fact, in fact, any of the profession in the country cannot assure you for the 100% placement.
Absolutely.
You see, for any of the profession in India. But in fact, we are working hard. That is a different thing for our students or for our, the CMA buddies. But 100% no profession will give you. And I believe that every student has to update it with the things happening around the country. You see, the technology is running very fast. The time is going very fast. So if you will not be updated, you will lost.
You will be redundant.
Yes. So you have to keep learning.
So point to be noted, guys. Even if you've become a CMA, doesn't mean you'll stop learning. You have to update yourself regularly to be able to get that impetus in your career, which you always wanted. Because even if you get through a particular company, if you get through campus, if you are not updated, you will lack promotions in your future. Our institute is definitely giving a launching pad, a platform for all of us. But yes, it ultimately depends on us how best can we use it. So sir, my next question to you would be, and I think one of the most heavy events which I have attended in this year 2020 was the Global Summit 2020. So first of all, congratulations for organizing such a event at such a level, at such a magnitude. First of all, gathering all the cost accountants from across the country, gathering the speakers from not only the country but outside the country was a big Herculean task which the institute has achieved this time. A big thank you, a big congratulations to the entire RCM and CCM's team, sir. Sir, now my question to you would be, what are the benefits which you envisage from such events and from such summits?
Well, for this question, I have to take you in some of the history of this global summit. The first global summit, the institute organized in in 2008, right? So what happened from the various countries? These speakers came to India and discussed about the cost accounting, cost and management accounting, right? They discussed in the country India that how the costing how the costing is working in their country, how the costing is important for their industry and all these things, how they are using costing as a tool for making their business efficient and effective. So this was all happening in the country. The various speakers from the entire world, you can see from the various countries. So so many ministers was also there. So the government of India was well impressed with all these things. And what happened, you see, after that global summit of 2008, the government of India has set up a expert group committee in 2008, right? With some of the officials of the government, some from the profession, from different stakeholders, right? That how we can use this costing as a tool in India, right? Then after the expert group committee submitted its report to the government of India, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and you see the 2011, you have seen a big change in the cost accounting record rules.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yes,
so
right.
The cost accounting record rules 2011, I believe somehow it is given by the global summit of 2008. Means there was a good impact and influence of this.
Right.
So in the same line, in this year 2020, we organized this global summit in the Ashoka Hotel, and it was a organized and very successful. Various speakers from the various countries.
Yes.
And the most important thing, sir, in this particular global summit, you can see that you can see that there's a global slowdown is
Yes.
around the the world. There's a global slowdown which
Yes.
have a good impact in the country India as well.
Right.
So at this point of time when India is facing a economic slowdown in the country, so we professional like cost and management accountants have a responsibility to message to the government basically that how we can play an important role
Right.
right
Right.
at this particular time,
Right.
at this where the the entire country is facing a big problem with the economic issues. So if you see the theme of the global summit was the CMA as a cryogenic force.
Right.
So that was a message from the profession that the CMAs can be a cryogenic force
Right.
at this economic crisis
Hmm,
for the government of India and for the country. So
Perfect.
this is the thing, and the program was a well successful.
Absolutely.
You were the witness of the program.
Yes,
so that was the
absolutely.
thing.
And message very well received, guys. Piyush Goyal sir was present on the occasion. You must have seen the videos. I need not say anything. So message very well received by the government officials as well. And I guess this embarks a new journey, just like 2008 summit embarked a new journey. I'm very sure that 2020 summit will embark a new journey for the cost and management accountants. So, sir, the next question to you would be, many of the students after qualifying CMA would think that would job be a preferred option for them, or would they be good enough if they start their practice also? So if someone wants to start their own practice, what are the tips, what are the steps do you suggest to those CMS final qualified students who want to start their own practice?
Sir, the most important thing for coming into the practice, I believe that first of all you have to be well determined that you are coming into the practice and there is no other area of work except practice, right? You cannot think like this, that if you are coming into the, because in the initial period there is some gestation period, you believe, right? So sometimes you will feel that some of your friends are running very good and you are not getting up to the mark,
Right.
so you may get disappointed,
Right.
so first of all you have to be determined that there is only practice, you have to do practice only, there is no other area of for earning money.
Right.
This is the only source of earning money. There is only source of money is practice for you.
Right.
So this is the first thing which I believe that every qualified, the cost accountant or the professional have to think. And the another thing, sir, I think there is a huge scope in the practice as a CMA profession, I believe, because if you see in the past there was the only the area of cost accounting.
Right.
So there was a bit difficult for the students to come into the practice. That was the reason that the quantum of the practitioners was very less at that time. But if you see today, the government has changed their perspective, right? Any of the new area which is coming, from any of the act, you see that all the professions they are taking at par. Right?
Right. Right.
The cost accountants, the internal auditor. The
Right.
cost accountants can be the GST auditor.
Right.
The cost accountants are into the IBC.
Right.
The cost accountants are into the valuations. You can be the registered valuer. And there is a huge scope, I believe. And you see after coming the GST into the implementation, so many of the young CMA friends are coming into practice and they are doing very good. So
Right.
this is the very good time for the people who wanted to come into the practice, and in my opinion there's a huge scope who want to work, and there's no need to worry that what is the scope in the cost accounting profession as a practitioner. There's a huge scope, and I believe that any of the area will come in the coming time. Definitely all the profession will be at par, like we have seen in some couple of years and a few years in the past. So that is the very good thing which I can see in this particular government and
Absolutely.
at this particular time.
So guys, need not to worry if you really are inclined towards starting your own practice, starting your own venture, then definitely CMA is the profession for you. So, sir, my next question to you would be, and I get these messages often from my subscribers of my channel, and students are often discussing this particular point. Sir, can we get 1 day leave in our examination just like all other professions get? Can we get 1 day leave?
Well, sir, I have some difference of opinion on this particular question, because we believe that we are producing the cost and management accountants, right? We are producing the professionals, right? And professionals should not have any excuses. Right? So I believe that when you are going to be a professional, you have to work in any of the conditions. You have to, then only you will become the perfect professional, because
right.
you can act in the adverse conditions. Otherwise, everyone is doing everything. So you are professional because you know how to deal in the adverse conditions. So this is the situation, because this many of the persons have dreamed to be the professionals like cost and management accountants, and you have to manage the the company like Indian Oil, SAIL, ITC, Reliance Industry. So you have to manage all such companies. So if you want to be like this, then obviously you cannot ask for any excuses. And I believe that the professional should act in any of the conditions.
Perfect. Guys, so this reminds me of a very old saying, that if you have to shine like sun, if you want to shine like sun, you have to burn like sun. So a clear message from an RCM, please burn like sun, and we want our CMAs to progress like sun, so you have to burn like sun, right, sir? So, sir, my last question to you would be, what are those 3 things which you think CMA students today should definitely focus on from perspective of their career, to make a good career and to be on that level where we want to see our CMA students as the top-notch management professionals of the country? And what should students do? Those 3 things.
Well, Nikhil sir, not only for the CMA students, in fact, I believe this is for every student, because when you are making career in any of the area, you have to be well focused, right? Whatever is your vision, and I believe I have a little bit story if I want to share with you.
Please.
In fact, I just want to tell you that life is like a cricket match, right? And I believe that the difference between the cricket match and the cricket match of the life is only that in our life there is only batsman and bowler. There is no fielder, there is no wicket, there is no third man, no umpire, only bowler and batsman. You are the batsman in this match.
Right.
And the thing is that you will be declare out only when you will leave the ground.
Right.
So till date you are playing. You are a player,
Absolutely.
right? You will get so many opportunities. You have to see that what you need to leave, which type of ball you have to leave, which ball you have to hit, right? So nobody can out you till you are not leaving the ground. So my belief is that every student has to keep playing. This is all about life. So you have to be focused, you have to be determined, and I think anything can be done in this life.
Absolutely. So a profound message over here from Manish sir. Guys, do not quit. Under any circumstance, you have to play on. The show must go on. As it is rightly said, that a pen is mightier than the sword. So yes, we are meeting the mightier person of our profession. We are meeting the kings of our profession. We are meeting the council members of our profession. And Manish Kandpal sir has been very kind. He has been, I've been approaching him for his time, and he's out of his busy schedule, guys. He had promised me to take out time, and today finally he managed to give us time for this interview, guys. Guys, from my entire subscribers, from all of you, sir, we would like to gift you a pen, a token of love from all my subscribers. So thank you so much for being part of this profession.
Thank you so much, Nikhil, and thank you so much to you and all your viewers. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Perfect, guys. So yes, here was Manish Kandpal sir, the RCM, answering all your critical questions which boggles your mind, which bogs down your mind, and you sometimes also feel disheartened by some of these questions. Guys, a clear message from the RCMs and CCMs. Please don't get bogged down. Future of CMAs is bright and it's increasing by the day. We are putting in our best efforts. They are putting in their best efforts to really make this profession the leading one in the country. So, on that positive note, all the very best and happy studying.